You are failing to comprehend a very important reason why I brought up Avi Shlaim, by the way. And
yeah, because you think he supports your claim, but he absolutely does not. That's why, because you're a fucking liar.
He absolutely
contend
does.
with what I said.
Hold on.
No. Contend with what I'm saying. He said we did not leave Iraq because we were Zionists. We left because we were no longer safe. Do you want to explain what he meant by that? Explain what he meant by saying we didn't leave because we were Zionists. We left because we were no longer safe.
Okay.
Explain to me.
I can't wait to bring up Avi Shlaim on the broadcast to make you fucking look like a dumbass.
I can't wait to. And now explain what he means by that. We did not leave Iraq because we were Zionists. We left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian, you fucking moron.
Whoa, that H3 and Hasan debate was crazy. Both are idiots, but Ethan completely nailed Hasan. All Hasan did was cry like a little girl.
You racist piece of shit!
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic nationalist movements that arise out of
you are out of your mind.
Is not about Palestinians.
Okay, so what did the Jews in Iraq have to do with fucking Israel? You bigot! You are so out of your mind.
And then Iraqis,
dude, you screaming and grandstanding doesn't mean you're right.
Iraqi government's racism during the pan-Arabic nationalist movements as a vindication for why, or a comparison to why Israel had to do the Nakba.
Oh crap. Idubbbz just made another video. What the hell are you doing here, Ian? You're supposed to be living in the Bahamas with your wife, starting a family, retiring from YouTube, all of this. But yet you still continue to embarrass yourself and stuff that you know for a fact are gonna bite you in the ass. How's Creator Clash doing? I hear there's some great YouTubers showing up. Oh, never mind. Would you look at that? Jake Paul's gonna have a fight the same day as yours. What a coincidence. And just to be clear, I am not a big fan of Jake Paul either, but I would rather watch his fight over Creator Clash 100% anytime. I mean, why is there a Creator Clash 3? Creator Clash 2 wasn't even successful, didn't make any money from charity, and yet we still have another one. And it's gotten worse. A bunch of their fighters are leaving, especially their main one. Ticket sales aren't doing well. They even had to cancel some seats. And then Idubbbz and Anissa decided to step back from Creator Clash 3 because they knew that they were on a sinking ship.
Anissa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous two events. They're very capable. They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening. Anissa and I just don't have any financial ties. We don't have any ownership. We are, I think just going to be known as the founders of the event. Yeah, I mean, I think it had to come to this eventually. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I can. I just didn't want to.
Gee, maybe you should have kept your mouth shut. It would have done wonders for you. Maybe you shouldn't have done that content cop on H3. Maybe you shouldn't have betrayed your friend. Maybe you shouldn't have teamed up with Hasan of all people. And look at that, he's not gonna support Creator Clash. What a great friend he is. But you know who did? Ethan. Ethan supported you. Ethan would promote Creator Clash, but yet you still backstabbed him over politics because he's supporting his people. And you had the balls to say that you guys were never close. We were never friends. What a dick.
Ethan acts like we're such great friends and that like he shared such intimate moments with me, but it's all horseshit. He's lying. Like the whole thing is a fucking lie. He's manipulating his audience. We did not have a close relationship.
You guys were buddies for a long time.
He texted me like one time like, hey dude, we should talk this out. And I was like, I don't feel like having this conversation right now. That's it. So Ian kept trying to get me on the phone or text with me. And I told him, dude, honestly, I don't feel like having this conversation right now.
Okay.
Fair, right? I just didn't want to do it. Okay?
Just in that particular moment, and then like at all?
Well, it turns out I didn't want to talk to him at all.
Okay.
If the relationship was that close, you would have talked to me on the phone. You wouldn't have shit-talked me. You would be curious where my brain was at and where I was coming from.
And then we get the cherry on top, the ending of the video, where he brings up the likes to dislike ratio on his content cop.
Also, for all the people who touch grass, I want to remind you to click the like button on this video, not so it goes in your algorithm or anything, just specifically so that we can add a counter narrative or I can get an idea of how much astroturfing is out there, because I know that a lot of these fuckers, they love their dislike button extensions. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? These are all like fabricated numbers. The like-dislike ratio was like 80-20 on my video, and then they tried to create a narrative of like, no, people actually hate this content cop, guys. It's actually so much worse.
Like, bitch, like, people are more upset with, like, my wife being on OnlyFans.
You're not gonna convince the internet that fucking Ethan Klein isn't being a piece of shit.
So yeah, Idubbbz still does not understand why people are hating on him. He doesn't understand the real problems that are right beside him. Creator Clash is going to flop so hard. Hence why he stepped down from the event. He's got nothing left. He has that lame-ass podcast that is not doing well. He has nothing. And that's why he needs to retire. Move on. You've moved on from Content Cop. Just move on from YouTube. Go use all of the money that you have left and just start a family. Get a nice house. Just pull a PewDiePie. Anyway, I will end the video off here. Like and subscribe. And as always, let's hug it out.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Ethan, wake up. Wake up.